Scary Story, The Headless Puppy. In a quiet little town tucked between whispering woods and foggy hills, there was a family who lived in a creaky blue house. They had a daughter named Lila, who never went anywhere without her favorite toy, a floppy, soft, stuffed puppy dog with big brown ears, stitched-on paws, and shiny black button eyes. She named him Muffin. Muffin was old, a little dirty, and smelled faintly of cookies and attic dust. But Lila loved him more than anything else in the world. Even though his stuffing had begun to sink and his fur was matted, she said, "Muffin is real to me." Every night, Lila tucked him beside her, and every morning she carried him in her backpack, just his little head peeking out over the zipper. But one rainy day in October, something terrible happened. Lila was walking home from school when a car sped around the corner too fast. Tires screamed. Lila screamed. And then, crash. Lila was okay. A bruised arm, a few scrapes. But Muffin was flung into the street, crushed beneath the tires. His body was twisted, his button eyes were scratched, and worst of all, his head was torn almost completely off. The paramedics said Lila wouldn't stop crying, not even when they stitched up her arm. "She keeps saying her dog is dead," one whispered. Her parents tried to throw Muffin away. "It's too scary," her mother said, holding the ruined, headless thing by one limp paw. But Lila shrieked so loudly, they let her keep him. From then on, something changed. That night, they found Muffin sitting upright on Lila's pillow, though they were sure he'd been on the shelf. The next morning, he was in the hallway, staring at the front door, head dangling by a thread. Lila stopped sleeping. She stared at her ceiling and whispered to someone no one else could see. Her parents said it was trauma. She said, "Muffin's sad. He wants his head back." Then things got worse. The dog's head began to move. Not just in the morning, but when you looked away. You'd set him down facing the wall, turn around, and his stitched-on snout would be pointing at you. His button eyes glinting, watching. One night, Lila's father heard sobbing from her room. He rushed in, but Lila was sitting straight up, smiling. "Don't worry," she said. "Muffin's not sad anymore." The doll was cradled in her arms. Its head, somehow, was sewn back on, tight and straight. But the thread wasn't the same color as before. It was thick, black, and looked wet. That morning, her father was gone. They found his shoes on the porch. Nothing else. That night, her mother crept into Lila's room and pulled Muffin from her arms. She ran outside, dug a hole in the woods, and buried him deep. Lila screamed for 3 nights straight, then stopped speaking altogether. They thought it was over. Until the day Lila's bedroom door slammed shut, and the lights flickered. When her mother finally broke in with a hammer, Lila was gone. All that was left was Muffin, sitting on the bed. His head was missing again, but the thread was red.